Oh, blast. This infernal contraption recording. Ah, there you are. My most unexpected guests. Do come in. But mind the cobwebs, they're all terribly sentimental. You all look simply radiant, though I suppose that's just the backlight from your monitors. Now, a few house rules before we begin our eternal revelry tonight. No biting without consent. Please refrain from resurrecting the other guests, as I don't have enough chairs to accommodate everyone. And if you must throw roses at the stage, do make sure they're fresh. Dried ones would crumble into my ribcage. Oh. And if the stream may happen to flicker or glitch at any point tonight, don't be alarmed. That's merely the curse stretching its legs. That tends to happen when I talk too much, which, I can assure you, can be quite often. But before we really start, I must admit, these last few weeks, I have been observing your era. And I must say, I have my concerns. First, your ways of communication. You all possess this ability to send messages across vast distances instantaneously. And yet, you choose to say things like LOL and BRB. What precisely is so difficult about finishing the word? And then there's these, well, what the heck do you call them? Memes. These images. Reused, repeated, recycled over and over. You find amusement in using that same picture again and again until that decays into something that is unrecognizable. It is in many ways one of the most relatable things about your culture that I've seen so far. Then we have this slang. So you're telling me I'm expected to understand phrases such as, it's bussin', and no cap. No cap on what, exactly? Who has stolen these caps? Why are you celebrating this? And then there's the music. Oh, the music. You have access to entire orchestras at your fingertips, and instead you choose these noises, loud ones at that, repetitive ones even. And yet, I've caught myself listening to them. And to me, that is so deeply troubling. And what exactly is this obsession that you have with having to document every second of your lives? Your meals, your thoughts, your mild inconveniences. You experience something for a moment and immediately feel compelled to share it with any stranger who will listen to you. In my time, we at least had the decency to suffer privately. Then there's these notifications. You are constantly being summoned by everything around you. Does nothing respect your peace? You have these tiny devices, these phones. It listens. It tracks. It knows exactly where you are, what you do, and what you think. You hold the sum of human knowledge in your hand, and yet despite all of that, you still choose chaos. Why does it know all of this? You told it? Oh, I'm so confused. And then there's this internet culture. I don't understand going viral. You mean to tell me that you fall ill, but socially? And this is somehow considered to be desirable. Is this some sort of brain rot? You are aware that your mind is deteriorating, and yet you decide to continue. Yet despite all of that, all of the chaos, all of the noise, the complete collapse of decorum, I find it all so oddly entertaining. Still, do try to behave yourselves Or at the very least, explain to me what exactly 6-7 is. Now, you might be asking yourselves, what does a centuries-old corpse do on the internet exactly? Well, my dear guests, I shall tell you ghost stories by candlelight. I'll review dreadful gothic literature. Even worse, fashion. I'll attempt modern games, though I've been told those controls can be quite unforgiving. But I assure you, there is still plenty of life left in this corpse yet. Just not quite where it used to be. So, my dear guests, welcome to the Valemont Estate, where every night is a masquerade, and the host never dies. So tonight, we begin. Basically back to where it all began. I figured what better way to introduce myself than by presenting my background, my lore, to give you a preview of things to come in the months ahead. Who told him about what? 6-7? You accepted the BRB, but the memes. What about the memes? I do see a couple of familiar names here in my guest log. We have Solfi. You know, I do appreciate artistry in all of its forms, whether it's costume design, stage performance, visual composition, or whatever it is Solfi is doing specifically. A remarkable talent. Truly, the dedication to detail is quite impressive. I am, of course, referring strictly to the craftsmanship. You know, her work is exceptional. The precision, the presentation, and of course, the attention to form. Now, let's get into it, shall we? I present to you a gentleman undone. Get to know all about Ashcroft. So throughout this, you will learn more about me and how I ended up in this new realm. Who am I? You will learn more about this undead gentleman and what exactly a centuries-old man does here on the internet. So let's begin with who exactly I am. So allow me to introduce myself properly. I am Lord Ashcroft Valemont, formerly of the High Society, currently of the Low Society, if you catch my drift. I once hosted the most splendid masquerade ball this side of mortality until someone brought death as their +1. I must admit, she did have exquisite taste. I'm still wearing the same suit, but fear not. Though I've lain 6 feet under for well over a century, I have returned. Not to haunt, but to entertain. Gone are the chandeliers and orchestras, replaced now with pixels, microphones, and this curious chat of yours. A digital ballroom, where the living and the unliving can mingle freely. So who am I? I was once a celebrated socialite and a poet of the elite. I was known for my lavish soirees and my obsession with life's fleeting beauty. On the night of my grandest event, the Eternal Masquerade at the Valemont Manor, hosted in honor of the Queen's Diamond Jubilee, I sought to outshine every noble in attendance. I unveiled this extravagant chandelier of black crystal and a waltz that would last until dawn. But amid the opulence and perfume, a mysterious guest arrived, masked in bone-white porcelain and draped in funeral silk. She asked for only one dance. As we spun across the ballroom floor, her touch grew cold, and the lights began to dim. The final note of the orchestra froze in the air, And when the masks were removed, the guests had disappeared. They were dead where they had once stood. This lady had vanished, leaving only the stench of decay. And I was cursed to wander eternally between life and death. When I awoke, the Villemont estate had long rotted. The city had changed, yet I remained, my charm untouched by time, though my reflection had become pale, hollow, and stitched by the shadows. Now, century later, I've risen once more, not to reclaim society's favor, but to entertain the living through a new kind of gathering. I find myself hosting a new digital masquerade. I perform, I joke, I sing, I lament. Just a courtly corpse connecting to the modern world through pixels and microphones. So what am I about? Well, I blend gothic elegance with self-aware humor. I'm a poet. I have this sort of old-fashioned cadence, and I occasionally slip into modern slang that I've picked up these past few weeks observing you all. Although I must admit, I don't fully understand it quite yet. I can be quite flirtatious and dramatic, often toying with my own mortality for laughs. Slightly vain, as I insist that this decay that you see before you only adds texture to my complexion. I love tea, even though I can't really taste it anymore. I love literature, and of course dark ballads. And occasionally you might find me glitching, even forgetting centuries of history that's been written already. So, in the weeks ahead, you might find me doing a number of things. I shall be hosting a curated selection of horrors, best served in small portions. Small short films, if you will. Each with a fleeting glimpse into terror. Some might be absurd, some might be deeply improper. Either way, we'll react, we'll laugh, we'll lament, and we'll see what these short films have to offer. We also have our candlelight comforts, which, think of it as more cozy gaming, if you will, because not every evening demands terror. Some are meant for more quieter indulgences. You'll join me in the softer glow of candlelight, where we set aside this chaos of the masquerade and partake in more cozy ventures. We also have our Dead Man's Campaign, which is our Let's Play series, which will begin later in the week. I'll embark on a series of trials, quests, and go across endeavors across these distant worlds. I'm uncertain, because I know my dignity is fragile, and failure is surely all but guaranteed. And later on, we shall test my composure with I laugh and I rot, which is essentially a test of sorts to see whether or not I can maintain my dignity. I look to endure a selection of questionable amusements, all while attempting to maintain the poise befitting of a gentleman of my standing. Should I laugh, the consequences shall be most unfortunate for me, but entertaining for you. We also have our Midnight Marquee, where the lights will dim, the curtains will raise, and we will be beneath the glow of the marquee where movie trailers flicker. The promise is made, and nightmares are advertised before our very eyes. Whether it is from the absurd to the exquisite, each preview a glimpse of what awaits beyond the screen. Then we also have our Whispers from the Veil. These are stories that refuse to die. I believe you might call them folklore, creepypasta. There's quite a few things that I've seen you folk use. So interchange what you may, and hopefully maybe we'll get some nightmares ensued from those stories that we tell. So how can you support me? Well, the easiest thing to do is, of course, to follow the channel to get notifications as to when I go live. You know those notifications that I talked about earlier that bug you constantly throughout the day? Or more so, with me specifically, at 8 p.m. Eastern Time when I stream 5 nights a week. So those who pledge themselves to the Masquerade are granted access to exclusive emotes. Both refined and others less so. There are also expressions from my more civilized self, as well as my unfortunate alternative. Below, you can find all of the subscriber emotes. We had the human iterations drawn up by Rosie Chibi. Underneath, we have my undead form ones, mind you. Of course, done by Chiros. Yeah, you can find my stream schedule, which is also available on Twitter, on Discord, the usual places, even Instagram. We will be taking Wednesdays and Fridays off. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I do have a commitment late night, so those will be shorter hours. Saturday, Sunday, Monday will vary depending on what all we have planned, but just to give you an idea, same time every night that we go live, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Try not to be late. Being late is, well, not very wise, because you might lose your spot. And then, of course, you can find all of the places where you could find me, whether it's on Kick, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, which I thought was just a clock. I don't know what that is precisely. I haven't really ventured into it as of yet, but soon. You can find me there, and there, beside me, you can see my wonderful artwork, my logo, created by an artistic cat who goes by the name Venos. One moment, please. My meld is acting silly and giving me orange messages randomly. Anyways. The hour has grown late, and I've already curated tonight's Fright Bite selections. Here we have a series of brief horrors. Small in length, perhaps, but rarely in consequence. Some of these tales are meant to unsettle. Others may amuse. And some, perhaps, maybe should not have been made at all. Still, we shall observe them together. May I present to you those fragments of fears in Fright Bites. Watch closely, as some things do not end when the screen fades. First up, we have the short film Curve. Now, I will note I have not watched anything that I'm about to show you. I have known of some of them. One of them was made into a feature-length film, which we'll watch here in just a few minutes. Others, I'm going in completely blind, just as much as you are. So this shall be interesting. Thank you so much for the follows. Let's get into it. And if you need me to adjust the audio level on this video, please don't be afraid to say something. letting me know if it's too high, too low, if I'm too loud, too soft, is always welcome to make the best viewing experience for you, my guests. First up, we have Curve. Let me mute my Discord. Apologies for that. Oh. A curved surface. No edges. No stability. No mercy. And yet, she clings to it with nothing beneath her but distance. Who placed her here? Assess the situation. Grip. Balance. Breathe in. Come on. There must be a path. A direction. A solution. Seems to be an abyss down there. I don't think there's any ground beneath her. No assurance, no recovery, only the fall into the abyss. Steady. Oh. Slow movements. You need to have these measured efforts there. Deliberate actions. Oh. My YouTube decided to randomly freeze. Excellent. Scuff is expected. She's sticking to herself. This is like when you guys were younger and you would use glue all over your hands and then peel off the skin for your own amusement as a child. There we go. Stabilize your breathing. Using blood as grippers? What? He's trying to Spider-Man this. You see this? This is one of those situations where control is possible, if only for some fleeting moments. Because let's face it, the body will fall before the will does. It always does. Oh my goodness! Asari? What? What? Look at that, he's got a little badge beside him. Mrs. LOL, you miss my rant about your current times. It was a lengthy one at that. Can you rant again about it? I'll consider it. I must ask, though, how long can one hold on when holding on is the only option? Oh. I know Bob is down there. He has to be. Down in the abyss. I must admit, there's something quite cruel about giving someone just enough strength to continue their suffering. Oh! Great. This curve is now a slip and slide. How did we end up here? We do not know. We woke up here. Bleeding, hanging onto the cliff of a curve. Screaming when no one can hear us. Bleeding from our hands and trying to climb up like Spider-Man. With nothing but hope. And a prayer. Well, I think it's safe to say that she fell into the abyss. How quiet it is. No sound, no warning, just a moment. It's not about falling, it's about knowing that you will. So, Kaz, that's the thing about short films. Lore? There is no lore. No explanation. It uses the rubber logic. Things just happen for no reason. Now, that might not be true about everything that we watched tonight, but don't expect to have all the answers given to you in 2 to 11 minutes, depending on what we're watching. On to the next, which you guys might remember a movie called Lights Out. It was a pretty big success in the US box office when it released. It was based off of a short film which we are about to watch, which is under 3 minutes. So buckle up. Let me turn that down. That rain is loud. Holy shit. Of course you haven't, Kaz. Ooh, the darkness. A familiar setting to me. Though I suspect this will be less cooperative than usual. Duct tape. Yep. Good use. You know, the concept of this is already unacceptable to me. If it exists only in darkness, then the solution is simple. Keep the lights on. You would burn your house down. F that. Well, as they say, light reveals, darkness conceals. So we simply do not allow the darkness in. Hiding under the blanket like a child. It's still there. It's dark under the blanket, that means it's under the blanket too. That's a good point. What if she just turned off the light accidentally here? Oh, she fixed it. Never mind. Don't mind me. It found the switch. It's gonna get you. You know, it's not the creature that unsettles me. It's how easily it fits into the spaces that we already fear. You know, light and dark. You know, one of us understand that one can't exist without the other. Okay. Next up, we have the Smiling Man. Home. So quiet and familiar. A place meant for safety. But is this just... Oh. The glitch is acting up. As I was saying. Is this just a fragile illusion? Here we have a child alone. Not care for this already. 99 red balloons? Is there a clown at the end of this one? There's a blue one. Do they all float? They do. Ooh, piece of candy. What was that? This little one has no idea she's being lured into something sinister. I wouldn't have even trusted the red one, let alone the blue and the black. Probably just a raccoon. I am using this thing that you call the internet. Or the rat. Get out while you have a chance, child. Did he get into the flower again? He's just trying to make a friend. Applying makeup. There's that damn smile again. Not expression. Not emotion. Just intent. Now would be the time to find a way to leave, little one. A door, a barrier, perhaps. He didn't even boop her. Might need a lower taper fade. How deeply vile that was. To take a place of safety and hollow it out from within. Alright. I have one more Fright Bites to show you tonight. This one goes by the title Ignore It. Assuming it doesn't glitch.
Justin, I want you to listen to me very carefully. The woman is back.
Welcome in,
You
Spider.
remember the rules. You must ignore her as much as possible, all right? Just like last time.
Why does this have
Look at her. Don't even think.
subtitles off?
Hey, look at me.
We do not need
I
these.
promise she's gonna leave, but only if you pretend she isn't there.
So, a household governed by your
Promise
rule.
me.
Do not acknowledge it.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we have a
Tomorrow
presence that
we'll
only
go upstairs.
feeds on recognition.
Now stay focused.
There are rules to follow. Clear, simple, absolute. Do not look, do not speak, do not react. This is a sort of structure, containment, and control. But to even have these rules implies failure. They exist because someone clearly did not follow them in the first place, and now we live here within these halls with those consequences.
Go ahead, eat your food.
This presence doesn't even have a seat at the table. Must it eat on the floor like a dog?
Emily, how did your algebra test go today?
I think I passed. I don't know.
That's good, Em. That's good. The dinner is,
A
it's great.
bucket of fish heads?
Thank you.
This is just a
Dad,
tale of the
do you
noisy
understand what's
neighbor
going on?
upstairs.
Quiet, Justin. Pass me the salt.
Why is she back?
I said quiet!
Did you just assume its gender? Or mayhaps he's seen her.
Brian, you have to do something.
We are. This is the only way.
Drag him into the dark.
Just ignore it, Justin.
Just close your eyes. There is nothing there.
Dad?
It's okay, honey. Just finish everything off your plate.
You must pretend there's nothing to survive. To deny its existence even as it stands there behind you. This is not safety. It's endurance.
I can't keep doing this. I can't keep doing this.
Maybe she'll get the phone.
I'll get it.
No, we can just let it.
I'll get it.
But what if she's in view as you go to answer?
No, eat.
Leave us alone.
Gail?
Leave my family alone!
Gail, come back to the table.
Get out!
Cannot bargain with her.
No! No! Leave her alone! No! Justin, get back to the table!
What happened to ignoring it? Something so simple. Oh my god. So simple yet impossible to uphold.
Just ignore it. Just ignore it. Just ignore it.
Well. Another unhappy ending. There's definitely a moment when instinct overrides instruction. And you look. And in doing so, you invite it. Okay. Let me close that one sec. So as I had mentioned earlier, in the future we shall have nights of amusement with I Laugh, I Rot. So I figured I will give you guys a look-see at this device of consequence. Each spin, a sentence. Each outcome, a potential degradation. And together, we will construct this mechanism dedicated to my own humiliation. Well, I can't help but find this feels all too unnecessary, even excessive. I know how you choose to conduct yourselves. I shall endure your punishments and maintain what remains of my dignity. This is something that I expect you will all enjoy far too much in the months ahead. And I'm open to, suggestions to add to this wheel. But for now, I want to go ahead and play a couple of different games here tonight. Both of them... one of them, I should say. I haven't technically played the second one. One of them is cozy. We have Deck of Haunts. And then later on tonight, we are going fishing. Yes, that is Ice Cube down pants. That is one of the punishments on the wheel. We will be playing Dredge for the first time later tonight. Looking forward to that. Because, I have no idea what to expect. I'm sure it is just vastly different to the fishing I have been doing in VR chat, which is quite cozy. And this one is probably not going to be. So, just give me a moment to let me pull up the game. Dredge is a mood for sure. Good to know. I'm looking forward to it. Let's see how long this loads, because last few times I booted this game up, it's taken like 30 seconds. For no reason. We wait. Nothing? Nope. This is already testing my patience. Oh. It lives. As does Vortek. Or as someone in here refers to him as, and I quote, the boy. So, for those who have no idea what this game entails, this is Deck of Haunts. Here we have a house that breathes, that watches, that remembers. And within it, we have a collection of carefully chosen terrors drawn and deployed at our will. Here, this is no ordinary haunting. This is pure authorship. It feels delightfully structured. It would seem that we are not merely surviving the night, we are curating it. So the idea here is to eliminate all the unfortunate guests that shall enter this house. Placing traps, summons, and we'll see what the night entails. So let's see what sort of fresh hell that we may conjure up, shall we? It appears the last update was over Christmas. Why would they hide Krampus from me, though? Totems? Oh, we need to unlock him. Very well. Do we have other decks? No. Play a run to unlock. Chaos. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move this. Yeah. Okay. Playing cards. Click the card to select it. Click on the screen to play it. You can also use drag and drop. Okay, we are going to awaken our mind. Tendrils to grasp this world. Draw 5 cards every turn. Okay. Open in hand. Okay, we're gonna beckon. Okay. So it looks like we have 2 different meters. We have damage, which would be red. And drain. Okay, during the night, you play cards from your deck to damage health or drain sanity of humans. You have something called tension. I don't know what that is as of yet. Health, sanity. So draining that would make them go insane. Health would eliminate them from our house. Action points are the cost for the card. There's a target for each and an effect. Very well. Okay. So we can go either way. Do I have to play every energy? We like the idea of making them go insane. Spider. What have you done? Okay, this person has 3 health. So we hit him once. Down to 1. This does 2 damage. Gotcha. Ooh, we have another unannounced guest. Tension, okay. Tension multiplies the next drain effect. Tension has 3 tiers, times 2, times 3, times 5. These all get consumed the next time that human gets drained. Also gets reduced by 1 after 2 turns of not gaining any tension. Panic. Human is panicked by either witnessing your art room, which I believe is like the core of the house, or a corpse. Don't let them escape. Information will increase the strength of future humans arriving. Very well. So if we drain him, he dies. And we can hit him. Okay. So we need 1 attack. Well, that's the thing. Like, this is the tutorial. That was night 1. So there were no other humans available, apparently. Okay, deck building. At the end of every night, you can choose from a selection of playing cards to permanently add to your deck, or building cards to build with during the day. This is talking about having more tiles, which I'm assuming Our currency will let us build. Both of these are so low. This one has the potential of dealing more overall, though. Okay. Building in basic rooms. During the day, you construct rooms and change your layout. Build common rooms so humans will take more turns to reach your heart. Placing room tiles of the same type next to each other will merge them in a single room. The further away from your heart, the more expensive rooms become to build. Okay, so our humans are trying to reach this point. Humans will damage it upon entering. Once destroyed, it's over. Okay. So it looks like we can either add on for 5. We can add a new room. Place the bell tower. Okay. Now we should be able to move this. We're using 80, so we'll have 5 left. Oh, that's a summon room. Okay. To win, you need to survive 28 nights. Lose when the health of your heart runs out. So that's... I'm assuming that means, like, humans will do 1 damage when they reach it. You lose health when a human enters your heart room, or more powerful humans interact with it. Okay, so there's gonna be different, like, tiers of enemies. Okay, we harvest essence from dead or insane humans. You need essence to build new rooms. Okay. Okay. We are going to attack Jason first. For no reason at all. He does have more stats than the other. Although this guy's going to escape pretty quick, though. My frames are dropping. Okay, so next time, this is a teachable moment. Next time, we hit him twice and the other guy once, so the other guy doesn't immediately flee. Because we were in the first room. Oh, I got him. Special rooms. And we can upgrade basic rooms by playing a room upgrade card on them. Look at the number on the card to target. You need to target a room with at least that many tiles. That one has 4. These rooms will be more expensive to build. What does this do? Store damage and drain from cards and release it when humans enter the room. So does that mean we play the card on the patch itself? I have no idea. We can drain 1 human thrice. All drain effects become damage this turn. That's pretty good. At 1 tension, human skips the turn if tension is at max. Well, that one's going to be harder to get value out of. I think we go with this one. Okay. I don't think we're going to have enough to build other than adding on. don't want to spend too much since we can't really do anything. Okay, we have an option here. I'm assuming a random card will be better. Or get a random card by getting rid of all of our essence. Occupied room. Oh. We have another option. I was trying to read. Train 2, move a random human to their previous room. Oh my. The rooms are empty. Quiet and untouched, at least for now. Oh, okay. Let's see. Sue has the lowest health. Drain 2. Okay, let's attack her. We will drain Robert. So it looks like they all move one space. I wonder if that's the same Nancy. Okay, let's move this. Oh, that blocked. Okay. Remove him. Got him. It's interesting that these have different values. This is 30. Insanity was 25. Oh, we leveled up. Okay. What does Hex do? If it's a straight to a human, triggers every turn, increases tension. Increases drain effects. More it builds up. Let's do the trap. Move this so they're further away. And that is all of our essence. Grace. Oh, they have different modifiers. Not drain more than 4 at once. Each time they gain tension, others in the same room with equal or less sanity also gain tension. Okay. Wait a second. Oh, they all have doors. What? Then what's the point of having a front door? We must board up all the windows. Gotta block this. Wait, hold on. We can move him. This guy has 2 health. Gotcha. Then he's close. Wait, hold on. Is he running or not? Looks like no. Oh, he is. So we need 1 attack. We have 7 in hand. So we can upgrade or gain essence. We do know rooms are going to get more and more expensive. Oh, so we only get to choose 1 option between all of them, like, other than the removal. Let's put that in the living room. Now, my thinking with this game is there are two ways of doing this. We either make a longer trail, or you kind of like spider web this and have in different routes. That way, if someone takes the wrong pathway, they have to double all the way back in order to reach the heart. Well, I don't know if it's just like a set point amount per, or if there's like a multiplier involved. But this is a default deck, so it's a balance of damage and a balance of drain. We'll put that in the next room. Okay, creatures. Allies you collect. Oh, allies you can summon using their respective creature cards. Is that a typo? What is happening here? That is a card. Anyways. Okay, 2 cost. Empty room, summon. Looks like he does 2 damage, 2 drain. Put a random human in the room at the start of each turn. That is a crad. What is a crad? This has cards. Ah, I can't. When spawned, they give you access to their ability cards. At the start of your turn, they will act. If they share a room with humans, they apply their effect. Creature cards. Cards, not crads. Go back to your hand when the creature is killed. This game is lying to me. It is trying to gaslight me. You see this? Anyways, let's go on. Oh, this is only for the bell tower. So this goes here. Okay, we got some different mob types, it looks like. What does this fellow do? Can kill a creature when entering the room with a silver shotgun. But that isn't a werewolf, that is a spider. I'm confused. Enters the house through a random room. Oh. That explains it. Every turn a random explorer in the same room recovers a health. Oh, I do not like that. We can't have a healer. This guy is number 1 on the list. A lot of people in this house all of a sudden. Let's do this. Ooh. We insta-gibbed them. That worked wonderfully. Then we can add a trap. Then we'll drain this one. They're at 5. Oh, he moved ahead. I don't think so, Kim. Oh. He got to the heart. So it did 1 damage, now he's fleeing. So just 1 per human. Can't see, are they... Okay, they're in that room, 1 away. So we need to move them. And we kill... We eliminate Kim. Okay, they're at 5. We need to... I don't have any drain for that one. But we can get rid of Hunter. We're close enough to it. They're going... Okay, there's... Can't do that, so it's gonna be one of these 2. They're on the run. Oh, okay, so we can't hit the corpse with it. It has to be alive. That's not where I wanted them to go. Fantastic. Well. Oh. He got stunned by that. Interesting. I did not expect that. So no change in points. So it's always 25. It's a hold effect. Improves by 2 every turn held in hand. That is pretty good. We could get another creature. Let's grab this alligator fella. I'll start building another hallway that side. Okay. Can shoot, open, locked doors. So I'm assuming that's when I, like, banish the room. Okay, they both have a weapon. Okay, that's at 4. Just herd him like cattle in there. Now we can do this. That's 7. Do we have enough damage? It's 3, 7, 9. Don't. Damage to terrain. That's 3, 7. I wonder if we do it that way. I don't think we're good enough. Well, those two will escape, fortunately. He's at 8. And he's dead. Well, I'm glad they at least don't subtract should any get passed by. Okay, we leveled up again. Let's add on to that. A survivor previously escaped and came back stronger. So I'm assuming they mean like escaped as in like they just want to already survive around this game. Reasonable. Every turn, recover 1 sanity on the lowest sanity explorer in the same room. Okay, so basically everyone in this one is removing sanity or tension. So damage is going to be the preferred route. Probably someone that escaped. I'll have to pay attention to that. Can I move him? That's my only option. Yeah, he reached. Unfortunately. And they will all escape. Not a good night. Per tile in the room, up to 10, deal 1 damage. That's pretty good. We need to add on to something then. Put him there. Since that one does so much damage, let's try to put it before. That way, in case we have any last-minute escapes, we can do burst damage. Okay, we can heal. That would be good. I'm recording a similar one. Let's heal. What's this guy? This is a new one. We'll go straight to the heart. Not flee after seeing a corpse. You move an additional room each turn. Dies upon reaching the heart, take 1 heart damage if they are eliminated before you reach the heart. Okay, so we need to prioritize him. Another survivor coming back. How to quickly get rid of him. Gotcha. That worked a little too well. I'm just Kaz, I'm just gonna chalk that one up to not seeing it in the curads. My apologies. I'm gonna keep buffing our silent little menace over here. Oh, I forgot. They have the shot to get rid of the lock. I'm trying to get them a little bit further in. That way they run. Oh, they moved. That's fine. That's at 8. This. Empty room. We'll put that here. I don't know where to go. Perfect. We got all of them that time. What's this? Looks like we have a special event on the next one. Okay. Discard 1 card, create a copy of the discarded card. I'm constantly gonna be looking for how they spell a card on every card. After the intro. Drain 2, upgrade this permanently if target turns insane. I'm assuming that is throughout the run. Let's do that one. And we will add a few more intersections. Okay, what is this? It does not tell. Lone wolf avoids others. Yeah. I'm assuming though, like, no matter how many humans we go through here, we're just gonna have a surplus of them. So even if we dispose of them properly, it's not gonna, like, limit how many people are entering the house. But I'm not positive. I would just assume that's how it's going to work. No! Oh, terrible. That is terrible. Of all of the rooms to put him. Why must you do this to me, game? Oh, it's a solo one. Never mind. Can't do that. Okay. Well, they're at least stunned. We only have 7 damage in hand. Most unfortunate. Our heart. Yes. Okay, well, they're gonna run out anyways, and it's 1 hit away, so we might as well just ignore Hunter. This is only gonna count as 1. Trap. Okay. The low guy. I don't want to, like, really move anyone because they're in the middle. This one is looking much better. This one we're just gonna drain. Any human banish. For each forbidden fragments banished, deal 3 damage. Moves the card for the rest of the night. that would remove it from the drop pile, so that's only good if you have multiple. What is this one? Damages a random human entering the room as long as this room is not investigated. I do like that. Let's do that. Oh no. We got the po-po. Alright, pistol can shoot open locked doors. Flashlight lowers the max tension of all humans in the room by 1. Can move an additional room each turn. Okay, so just like the guy who goes straight to the heart, this guy can move twice. Look at him entering from the side room. Unbelievable. We'll hit him for 7. Oh, great. Now we got another guy coming from the side. Okay. So, this guy technically hasn't moved from a room. I don't know if that would necessarily work. Perfect. Alright, who is low? Okay, they don't really have low drain. So we'll just say one at random. Let's go for the sheriff. No, let's... Why are there 2 Brodies? There's 3 of them. Are they cloning at the police station? I blame the sheriff, though. We're gonna go for him. Okay, the gator, we're gonna keep adding up. Okay, we don't have any solo humans to, like, hit the adjacent room. We need to move. Wide L. If we can. We can. Perfect. I want to keep building that. I think we're just gonna place a trap. We got 4 of them in one hit. That was awesome. Okay, he's 1 away. We can do 8. That does not help. Okay, let's drain to move him. And we can drain 3. Oh, he moved twice. Okay, we can hit... Can't do that. This here. 6.6. This should be all of them. Nice. Let's upgrade. Ooh. I should have looked to see if there was a way to see like what all the upgraded cards were with that. Okay. Drain 6 solo is really good. Ooh. This is a tough choice, because this one is throughout the night, where it will just do both no matter what. Oh, we have to draw it at 3, which would be a full turn. Drain 2 all humans. Let's do body and soul. Okay, Oculist. Occultist. This is a guy who goes straight to the heart. Okay, 14. Gonna play that immediately, because we got it early. Okay, maybe that worked a little too well. Oh, I should have hit the other one. That was my fault for not reading. Let's hit a hex. I'm not gonna be able to add on anywhere, can I? Looking up here. Guy has 50 health. Jason, you got buffed. What's going on? I'm not taking more than 4 damage at once. Why does he have that much health, though? I don't understand. Well, I'm about to double hit him. Okay. That's 14. I'm gonna keep buffing that. $17. So if we draw... What? It should hold on to it. So he's... We got him this turn. Oh, I forgot. He does have the stats to lower it. But he is going the wrong way, so that helps in our favor. Do 6. Got it. See, the nice thing about having the 3 like dual effect is with our drain cards that turn drain into attack and attack into drain, it doubles up on both. So it's hidden twice. On top of the multiplayer already. Well, that was weird, because, like, Kaz, like, on the calendar, right? It doesn't show that it was a special night. Like it does with the other ones, which is why I'm confused. Because it wasn't a random encounter, it wasn't the police, it wasn't whatever the heck this is. It was just like a regular night. Ooh, another night lawn effect. That might be too greedy, but we're gonna try. I want to try to wrap this around. I don't know if we'll be able to. Perfect. We'll play our Night Lawn effect first. Double buff. Oh, this guy's like hauling. I don't know, but I don't like it. It's a pretty successful venture, given that we got 8 of them. Okay, so since we do have the multiplier, let's go for the guttural pain. We've hit the boundary of the map, apparently. There are a lot of runners. Okay, they're not close. Don't think we'll be able to do anything about the others. Yep, they're getting out. And he went the wrong way. Gonna make these bigger just in case we get any more. Oh, that one damage card based off the tiles. We're gonna try to exercise our house. Okay. Traits, holy book, immune to health, damage, and sanity drain when not alone. At the end of the turn, other explorers in the room lose 1 tension. So we need to separate him. Got a nun. That one's alone. Let's get the buff going. Lagging? Game? Hmm. Who is closer? Probably this one. No, no. 13. Oh, wait. Perfect. Neither one are solo. So we're running. This guy's running. They are further away. Oh, I gotta move them apart. Perfect time to have that. That's pretty good. Oh, so it shows us the upgrade on the left. Let's upgrade. I think having a teleport at no cost is probably going to be better in the long run. This is going to do more damage overall, but having the option to be able to teleport people for free is pretty good. Oh, I could store a card in this room. I could just kind of like put a teleport there in case we need it later. That's actually a good idea. Let's put that here. Max health we'll take. Now I'm curious to see like if we just can click on this and place it, or do we need to have it in hand? Looks like we have to have it in hand. It might only work if there's no one in the room though. Oh, never mind. Okay, store. Put that there. They're all coming out of the woodwork now. We have a high health guy. Okay. Thorn should kill him, right? Okay. And... the only one we can attack is Nancy while they're grouped up. Okay. Okay, we get another occultist. Let's gain the night lawn buff first. Store that. I'm not gonna be able to get them, unfortunately. We got too many escaping them. 19. Okay. How's that an invalid target? There's no one else in the room. Okay. This game is gaslighting me. Fantastic. I don't get why it's not working on him. All damage done in this room is doubled. Nice. Okay. Let's put that here. Oh, we have the other one. I should have used the double one first. Quite unfortunate. Now I'm probably not going to get it. Oh, there it is. Never mind. I got it right away. Store that. We'll play this. I'm just gonna keep buffing him for him. It's 18. So if we do this. Okay, we gotta do mob type. We'll start a ritual to damage the heart when in the heart room. Move an additional room each turn. Okay, so if they're starting a ritual, that means they're not gonna flee. So it looks like this mob is just gonna do perpetual damage to our heart as long as he's casting his ritual. Oh crap, and there's a ton of masons. That is not good. We're gonna have to do our double effect immediately. Oh, play that. Look at how many of them there are. There's 7. This is when we try to get most use out of the adjacent stuff. If we can. Like there's the stone cutters from The Simpsons. Well, I'm not surprised by that. So you'll start casting. But you're probably gonna die here, because now there's 2 of them. Fuck. Yep. Those guys are tough. Not too bad. We got a couple levels out of that. All right, guys, give me a moment. We are gonna switch to Dread, and I will be right back. Alright, let me switch this back. Alright, let's see. Begin. Like super loud. Alright, let me. Alright. Yeah, this is my first time actually playing. I'm very intrigued by this game. Even though I know next to nothing about it other than fishing. Morning light fills your eyes, and you try to sit upright. You're lying on a cold, wet dock where you collapsed the night before. I'm assuming from too much drinking. Short man is shouting orders at a handful of workers disembarking from a boat nearby. The man notices you. Welcome to Greater Marrow. I must say, quite the dramatic first impression. I see you've already introduced yourself to the jagged rocks along the bay. Oh. So it crashed. Did you not see the lighthouse? It was shining right at you. Ah, well. I'm glad to see our new fisherman upright and breathing. Your boat was hopelessly damaged, but I've had a few of the locals move the things to one of our old vessels. We'll catch up later to discuss more details. So, I'm assuming, just based off of that, we are going to be repaying our debt for him fixing our boat. And then he's going to give us the shittiest piece of boat that he has available. Let you get out of there to catch some fish. See if you can fill your cargo while you get your bearings in the loop. Finally, I don't suppose I need to say this, but get back by sundown before the fog rolls in. Keep a close eye on the time, it can really creep up on you. He looks like an honest man. Yes, Cass, he is a mayor, okay? How many honest politicians do you know? I'll wait. I will wait right here. All night. That's what I thought. Alright, clicking this. Alright. Move forward with WS A and D. You know, the universal controls. Okay. Let's wait, hold on. What's tab? Shows our cargo. We have inventory management. We can take 3 hits. Cabin. Pursuits. Fresh start. Catch fish for the day. Alright. Catch as many fish as we can, then head back to him. Okay. Rotate the camera, adjust the height, okay. Move to efficient spot, so any splashing spot, okay. Splashes, then press F, okay. F. Disturbed water, stock medium, coastal. Efficient F. Okay, we got a fish. Okay, Can we rotate it? We can. Okay, let's put him here. Oh, okay. My timing is off, apparently. Okay. Depleted, okay. So there's only so many that we can fish up. Can we move this other stuff, or no? Doesn't look like it. Looks locked. Okay, time only moves when you're moving, fishing, or taking specific actions. Well, time is a construct. Ooh, a blue mackerel. That's a new fish. Okay. Well, we're not gonna have enough space for whatever's left. Unless I can make room. Aha! We did it. All the years of Resident Evil has paid off. Have a full cargo. Perfect packing. Select your lights by holding the E. Okay. We better get back to shore. Surely nothing will come up at us. On day one, no less. We're being watched. Oh god. Doc? You step onto the dock at Greater Marrow. The mayor's waiting nearby. Ah, I see you returned in one piece. Very good. Before you head off to town, we should discuss the matter of your boat. As mentioned earlier, your old boat was too badly damaged to be repaired. However, I'm more than happy to sell you that replacement vessel. Yours to own. I understand you may not have the necessary funds on hand, so we'll consider it a loan. But I want to make this easy for you. Till your debt is repaid, a tiny portion of your fish sales will go towards paying it off. All amount of interest will go towards improving the town. So to recap, you need to sell fish to the local market, paying off your debt, and in turn keeping the population fed and satisfied. That is true, we don't have any collateral. Off you go then. Sell those fish while you're still fresh. Okay, so we go to the fishmonger. You enter a squalid shack on the fringe of the marketplace. The familiar smell of fish fills the air. Flies buzz haphazardly around a downcast man behind the counter. You're the new fisherman, eh? Surprised I found a new one so fast. Well, what happened to the other one? I'm sure, surely the Abyss didn't claim him. Surely not. He takes a certain type of person to last out here. It's not a life for everyone. That's because it's not much of a life at all. Because they're all dead and they're at the bottom of the ocean. That has to be the case, right? I'm sure some of them didn't even make it past the first night. Anyway, in business, I'll pay you for fish. Bigger and fresher means more money. Some species are just worth more too. Other towns and other islands might pay you differently, but while you still got a debt outstanding here, I suggest you work on paying it up first. So let's see what you got. Okay, so we sell all. Hold the F. Okay, and we return to town. We're standing outside of the fishmonger's store. Excellent work. I have no doubt you'll be able to provide for this town. Look here, I found this down by the docks. I'm sure someone like you could make something out of it. Why don't you take it? Curious looking component could be used to develop new equipment, but would need some investigation at the dock first. Celestine, our local shipwright, mentioned she might be able to make some modifications to your ship. You must pay her. As you walk into the yard, you see the shipwright making repairs to a damaged hull. She looks up at you briefly before turning back to her work. Must be the new fisherman. I can make improvements to your vessel in the yard. Mind you, I'm not in the business of doing favors around here. Payment is upfront, and everything takes some time to install. Also, if you take on any damage from the rocks, you know, kind of like we did before we got here, or any damage at all, I can patch it up, mostly. She shrugs and gestures towards the hole she's currently attempting to repair. A number of wooden boards, all well above the waterline, are splintered and scratched. Take a look around. Just remember, the bigger the equipment, the longer it takes to install, so plan ahead. Okay, so we have $151. So we can catch larger and deeper fish. Lightweight rod suited fish. Small spool makes for limited lin. Okay, let's put this here. Oh, we have to put it in those specific. Restore it. Middle. The one there. How do we move it extra cargo? Unless it has to install first. Okay, we don't need to repair anything. So it's lenses. Okay. Okay. I'm on a boat. All right, back to fishing. You're worried about that red beam in the distance back there? Oh, that's nothing. Pay no attention to that. It is a question mark bite. I'm gonna keep fishing though. We got a bigger fish. Okay, this is where we gotta move stuff around. Can we move the other stuff? We can. Okay, that's good to know. I'm gonna put them here. I don't know if we'll be able to pick that up. Do we know what the sell price is? It's gotta be more money. I would imagine. I wish we could, like, move this stuff. Okay, let me circle back and see what the buoy was saying. If it does say anything. I don't know if it does. It just... Nope. This is a question mark. Alright, someone is looking for gulf, flounder, and a gray eel. This might be a little risky coming out at this late. Oh, and that pool just disappeared. Fantastic, right when I got to it. Squib. Okay, exposure. Fog and other things increase your panic. Bright lights and sleeping will reduce it. Wow, that rock just literally snuck up on us. It was concealed. Oh, that's the red light you're talking about. Oh, and our light's going out. Fantastic. Good thing we are about to duck. It's like, what is he talking about? Oh, we had a little hermit. Oh, sure, there's hunchbacks. Probably. A hunchwoman approaches you from the steps to the lighthouse. She stops some distance away and looks at you with concern and visible apprehension. Why are you here? I've come to fish, obviously. There's nothing here for someone like you anymore. Do yourself a favor and move on. What a nice old lady with the walking stick. She turns and circles back along the path that leads to the light. Oh yeah, I gotta hold it. And then this. Those are for marauders. We got one light spot. So we need one heal. Let's venture out a little bit more. There's a big ass fish down there. Don't have the right equipment for that spot. Okay, good to know. We need shallow. Only shallow. Okay. So we gotta stay in here then. It's an eel. We're looking for an eel. Okay, sceneries are fucking huge. Probably worth a lot of money. But this is obviously not what we need, so we need to just move on. That is also not it. That was the one that we had just caught. Why is it all shiny over there? What is this? It's a message in a bottle. I'm sure that would be worth a lot of money. No, it's a message in a bottle. Oh, fuck. That would be Neil. Oh, shit. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, we need a spot for him, though. Our light is not on, and there's a bunch of eyes, so we're about to, for science, we're gonna see what this is. There is so much fog, and I don't know which way it is to town. Okay, he's getting really mad. His eyeball is shaking. Yeah, I know it sees me. I just don't know which way it is to town. Okay. We're getting blocked off. I mean, there's a bunch of lights, but I am purposely seeing what this does, because I need to know. There is a light tower, yes. But you would think, like... Oh, there's a murder of Kuros. That's a nice touch. They're going to attack us now. Oh, they're eating the cargo. Oh, I'm at a different time. See, like, I would have thought that I would have just died. I know. I gotta go back out. Let's see what the trader has. Oh, they infected it. Okay. Can take 3 hits. I don't know if we technically need to rest, but I figured it's probably for the best. Okay. Let's go back out. Okay, we need to probably get rid of this one, right? Okay, so our town is west. There aren't more efficient spots, so used. Oh no, we did need to keep the basic one for coastal catches. Okay, so we still have that in storage. We still need to grab the eel, because that last one died. To the birds. Okay, the town's growing. And it's sure to be swarming with visitors any day now. Abandoned shipwrights facilities. Old dry dock is operational again. Also allocated some money to improve the fishmonger services. Might have something to talk to you about soon. Extra space, more attachment points for equipment, superior hulls. Oh, we need hard materials. Okay, how do we get that? We're in a coastline. Shipwrecks. Okay, everything's stored, so we don't have to get it all at once. Okay. We're looking for the eel. Spine broken with sharp angles and crooked curves. A row of teeth bent on revenge. Oh, so it's just a variant. Okay. Okay. We got our eel. Let's go back. Are the mutated ones worth more? I'm assuming so. It was definitely a rare one because it had a mutation to it. We're gonna give them the crappier one. How about that? So we can see. You want squid and a whole like grouper. Only feed at night. Okay. And a grotesque fish to the fishmonger. He grins the fish up to his face before inhaling a deep southern breath. He's fingering the fish. Also, a small piece of fabric and spreads it on the counter. A delicately patterned anchor. 52 big ones. Let's go. It's not the first corrupted fish I've seen in these parts, so I'm sure we'll find more before too long. I'll pay you well if you find any more. Okay. So he made a handkerchief from a dead fish? Okay. Okay. You do you, guy. Like, whatever floats your boat. I'm gonna spine on us. Me on the Blackstone Isle, head out to this bay. This bay and cut south. Have a business proposition that you'll want to hear. All right, strange voyeur man. Let's meet. Preferably on the next day, so we don't have to go up. But you don't clean it from a dead fish. She's also going south. Okay, fantastic. All right. Where's the dock? Ow. I'm a bad driver, apparently. Okay. A man is standing in a doorway, watching you approach. He's holding an old book in one hand. It's bound in crimson with silver ribbons. You came! Good. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm a collector of many things. Art and artifacts. Treasures and truths. Curious that occupy the periphery of desire. You have something for me. You give the handkerchief to the collector. He holds it up to the flickering light and studies it. These patterns are unmistakable, even after all this time. This handkerchief comes from an old ship I've been searching for. It sank many years ago. It carried items of great importance. As you can imagine, retrieving them is proven to be challenging. That's where you come in. My proposition is this. I will outfit your vessel with equipment that will let you dredge the wrecks and dark depths. Find me those lost relics and I will reward you in ways beyond all imagining. You need not give up your fishing career. I merely need a few hours with your vessel to make the necessary alterations. What do you say? Sure, why not? An excellent decision. I'll prepare the equipment immediately. The relics we're looking for: a ring, a necklace, a watch, and a music box, and a key. I encourage you to ask around the towns about shipwrecks or other strange occurrences, anything that might be worth investigating. Return when you have something. Okay. I think where I want to go. I don't know if I need to go to one of the other towns. Okay, there's a spot near the back of Great Amera where the current carries in wreckage from the sea. Tonight you can see an unnatural glow. Probably the red light rising from that patch of dark water. I can't imagine what's down there in the deep. So if you're looking for what I think you're looking for, it's best you just move on. This chick is ready to get the hell out of Dodge, apparently. Wow, she wants me to go out and find materials for her to move. The seal point to the north. Looking for 2 units of lumber and 2 units of scrap. Give us a small package, apparently. Okay. Dock worker will pay you upon delivery. Please be quick about it. I don't want it to spoil. Alright, guys. I am going to call it here. My plan tomorrow is... we'll probably split the stream between direct content, watching some more short films, and then we'll be back playing... either Deck of Haunts or maybe some more Dredge. I don't know yet, because I know I got Dredge lined up for later in the week. I will be starting our first playthrough. So we're going to be doing the Quarry later in the week, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, thank you so much for hanging out. Again, best way to know when I'm going live, basically trying to stream 5 nights a week, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And all the socials should be linked below on Twitch and all the other streaming platforms. For now, thanks so much for hanging out tonight, coming to the debut, keeping me active with the chat. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys back tomorrow night for some more Fright Bites. You guys, take care and have a good night.